What's up? It's Riley from RMC Co, and today I'm going to show you how to properly install a sled wrap. Alright, so first things first, in order to get started on this project, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some non-chlorinated brake clean and or 99% rubbing alcohol, some blue shop rags or lint-free rags, a heat gun of some sort. You can also use a hair dryer, but it's recommended that you use a heat gun, some masking tape, a broke knife and or scissors, and some install squeegees. You're also going to want to make sure that your graphics have sat out on a flat surface overnight or for at least 12 hours. Okay, so next we're going to start with removing any of the old decals. This is where your heat gun comes into play. So just start by heating them up. And every decal is different depending on how long it's been on the sled. Some might be old and cracked and use a lot of heat and come off in pieces, and others might be brand new and pull off really easy. But either way, a heat gun's going to be your best friend here. And once we got it heated up, we're just going to kind of start picking at it, and then it'll pull off. Some stickers, the glue is going to come off with the sticker, and other ones there's going to be some glue like this left behind, but we'll clean that up later. With these bigger decals, you're going to want to start just heating up a little bit and working your way back. Once we get to where we stopped heating it, we're just going to heat it up some more and just continue on. As you can see, this one is an old factory sticker, so there is a lot of goo left. Sometimes what you can do is heat up the goo and take your old sticker. You can just kind of dab it. And that will get rid of all the main stuff, and it'll make it a lot easier to clean. So now that we got all the stickers off, we're going to grab our shop towel or lint-free rag and our brake clean or 99% rubbing alcohol. Again, if you're using brake clean, make sure it's non-chlorinated. It is safe to use on the plastics. Sometimes it will leave white marks. On an old sled like this, it's not a big deal, but for those who have bought a brand new one, you might not want to use it depending on how rough you are on your stuff. So then just spray it on the rag and start rubbing. Some glue is a pain in the butt to come off, other glue is not. It's just going to take some time, but you're really going to want to make sure that all your glue is off, and that way your finished product is going to look or have the best result. It's important to clean all the plastics, even if they are brand new plastics. They'll sometimes come with a clear coat on it that will make the graphic not stick. So it's just best to wipe everything down, and that way you are certain that your graphics are going to stick and you won't have any issue. Okay, so there's two methods I'm going to show you here today. The first method is trimming out the decal, and this is where your broke knife, masking tape, and install squeegee is going to come into play. So once you have your decal trimmed out, or graphic, or decal, you'll grab some masking tape, 2 pieces, and we're going to position it just kind of off center. either to the left or the right, whatever you prefer. And this is going to allow us to position the decal where we would like it without having to stick it right away, to make sure we're happy with the placement. You might have to readjust your tape depending on where your graphic is being laid down, just to make sure that you get a good stick. So once we're happy with our placement, then we're going to grab our corner here, peel it back, grab our broke knife, cut off the backing paper, grab our squeegee, and just lay it down. With this piece here, there's a crease, so you're not going to want to go over it and then into it. You're going to want to push into the crease first and then continue on. This is going to allow any stretching to not happen and make sure that your graphic doesn't pop up later on. And now that we got that, we can take our tape off and continue on. So we just pull it back, make sure our plastic is clean, there's no fluffs, pull it a little ways, then use our squeegee. This is a great method for first timers. It is a lengthy process, but you do get a really good result in the end. And then you don't have to worry about just grabbing the decal and putting it on, which I'll show you next. So we get to our paper, we just pull the rest off, and you'll want to follow the curves of the plastics or the lines. So we got this piece here comes straight down, and then it's a flat surface here and a curve here. So we're going to do this curve last, or almost last. So we're going to do our flat section, and then we're going to go around this part and do this flat section. And then just like this piece, instead of stretching it and then putting it in later, we're going to come up and push it in now. And then the rest will just follow in. And there you got one piece done. Okay, so this next method is just you're grabbing the decal straight off the paper, no backing paper, nothing, no trim, and you're just placing it. The vinyl is an air release vinyl, so if you position it, you know, you're too far forward this way and it's placed, you can just pull it back off and you can reposition it. So with this method, you're just going to want to tack down certain spots, just like that, and that looks good. So then we're going to take our squeegee again, and we're just going to start in the center and go to one side. And then we're going to do the other side. We're just going to do overlapping strokes, and that's going to make sure that all pieces of the vinyl get covered and you're not going to end up with any air bubbles. And that's basically it. You just continue on till it's all done. Biggest thing is not to rush anything. Take your time, don't get frustrated. If you find you're getting frustrated, take a break, come back. And that's basically all I can tell you. It's a pretty simple process. Find which method works best for you and continue on. Some pieces, instead of if you don't have a squeegee, you can use your hand. It's just easier with a squeegee, and some pieces are tight, so you're gonna need to use your hand. But that's it, man. Just repeat these steps till she's done. pieces, you're going to want to pay close attention to them. Once you get it positioned, it requires a little bit extra love than the other pieces. So you're going to grab your heat gun, you're going to heat it up, but you don't want to get it too hot, obviously, that you melt it. And this is where your squeegees will come in handy again. And if you have a roller, you can start rolling it, and you can see the texture of the gas tank come through. And that's a good sign. And that's what you want to ensure that it sticks. Or you can also use your flat squeegee. Just be careful though, because it is warm. So if you push too hard, you'll distort it, and that's no good either. Or another method that you can do is after you're done heating it up, if you're wearing a hoodie, or you just use your hand, and you can just push down, and same effect happens. Now that you got the wrap on, it's important to hit it with some heat just to ensure that it gets a good stick. You can do this while installing as well to save some time. And then it's recommended that you leave it in a heated garage for at least 12 hours after the install, just to ensure that everything stays down and doesn't go anywhere. And then you want to do this in an area that's about 20 degrees Celsius. It gives it the most promising finish, and you won't have to worry about anything. Other than that, that's kind of the best way to do everything, and I hope you learned some things and you have some fun doing it.